Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming in a different location, if that's okay with you. Today's reading is titled, What Makes People Crush on You? And I haven't really done the topic like that, but since today is Friday, Friday is ruled by the planet Venus. Venus is all about love. I figured, why not? So we're going to get started. I have three piles for you to choose from. You are welcome to pick more than one, but please remember to pick using your intuition. I'm going to give you all a second to pick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. So let's make the screen a little bigger so we can see each other. So, pot number one, why do people form crushes on you? So, number one, you definitely play hard to get. You don't easily fall for mind games. I feel like you're somebody who very much loves luxury. So, if somebody comes to you and they can't provide you with that, you're like, eh. But it's not that you're like superficial. It's just like you just are a high caliber person. You want, things to be a certain way, but you're not looking down on people if they can't do those things for you. There's a difference between you wanting something, but you're not going to judge people if they can't give that to you. Because there are some people who are used to a luxurious lifestyle and then judge people for not being able to give that to them. So you don't do that, pal number one. But what makes people have a crush on you is like they see that you love luxury and it makes them want to wine and dine you. So you may have people that want to take you out on dates but are scared to ask you because maybe people feel like you're out of their league, pal number one. Okay, people may feel like you're out of their league because you're very, very beautiful, very attractive here, are like, even if you don't like consider yourself to be very attractive, because I'm getting maybe you might downplay how you look, but you are very beautiful. And I feel like what also makes people have a crush on you is that inner beauty, not just your outer beauty. Okay, let's get into the cards. So, with the first card, honey, we have the Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords, this is like letting me know you don't play. And this is definitely giving me like a Lori Harvey energy. So you actually may be a Capricorn because she is a Capricorn. But what I'm also getting is like, you know your value, you know your worth. You are not going to stick around for somebody who can't see you, hear you, or feel you. You're not going to stick around for a person who continuously does things to hurt you, but apologize because you know that apology is not equivalent to actual changed behavior and remorse. So you leave with the Six of Swords here. You leave and I don't know why, but I'm also getting like a Six of Wands energy. So I feel like whenever you get away from people that aren't treating you right or, giving you what you deserve, pound number one, it's like you win and you attract good energy and blessings into your life. That was a side note, but what makes people have a crush on you is like they know that you don't play that. They know that if they get a chance with you, they can't mess it up because you're that kind of person that's like, up one time it's over with. I'm not one and done. It's like one chance. So people know that, you're somebody that is not to be played with, not to be mistreated because people won't ever get another chance with you ever again. And I feel like you may be that kind of person, like kind number one, like if you break up with somebody, that's it. That's it. It's not, oh well, we're gonna keep going back and forth over the years. It's like you completely cut contact with that person forever. Okay. And I feel like when people mess up with you, they know it's forever. You remember that song? It was like Cardi B was like, "If a beef with me, we gonna be forever." But with you, kind of number one, is if I cut you off, I'm cutting you off forever. Like that's your energy. So people, you know, they respect you here. They also have a crush on you, but they respect you because they know that you will leave at any time. Especially when you sense like weird energy or if you sense that something is off here, okay? And that makes people have a crush on you because you respect yourself. And it's like it's something about loving yourself and respecting yourself that just makes you more attractive to people. The next card that we have is the Two of Pentacles. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're trying to like juggle you, it's all like this is all a storyline. Let me show you because it'll make sense once I put it all together. But this is all a storyline. It's like you don't play that. You're gonna leave. If you find out you're in a third party situation and somebody's juggling two people, it's like no. You're the kind of person that's like, if you don't pick me, if you're trying to juggle two pentacles, if I can't be your only pentacle, then no. No. Like you know your value, you know that you're not second best. And if somebody is making you feel like that, you leave it. This is all strongly given, like you know your value, you know your worth. Definitely Lori Harvey energy. Like you know your value, you know your worth, you know what you're not going to settle for, and you know what you deserve. So that is what makes people have a crush on you because they want to be that person that can give you the things you want. Like you make people want to work harder to become better people so that they can be a better partner. It's crazy. Because you kind of give like trophy wife vibes, pile number one. Okay. Yeah. I'm just getting a storyline. Like if I could put these cards together here, let's put it together. I haven't talked about the Five of Wands yet, just wait. But with the Six of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it's like, let's start out with the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Swords. It's like, if you ever find that you're in a situation where you're not being treated right, or it's another person, it's like you get to this Five of Wands and you're like, I'm not about to compete. I'm not about to compete for your attention. Like you're not that kind of person when, you're in a relationship, you're trying to compete for that person's attention or you catch them cheating, you're not the type of person that's like, well, I'm going to make him like me or make her like me. Or if you're non-binary, make them like me. But it's like, you just leave. You don't put up a fight. You don't key their car. You don't go on social media and blast them. You don't bleach their clothes. Like you're not one of those exes that's going to do all of that. You just calmly leave because you know that you deserve better. And this is something that makes people have a crush on you because they're like, wow, I want a person in my life that's calm and collective, a person in my life that know what they bring to the table so they can match me. Like you're not into like sneaky links or being somebody's side piece. It's like if I'm not the main chick, then I don't want to be it. Or if I'm not the main dude, I don't want to be it. If I'm not the main person, I don't want to be it. You do definitely play hard to get because you know that sometimes people come and they want to waste your time. But what makes people have a crush on you is like you exude self-respect. Also, what makes people have a crush on you, pal number one, is like you smell really good, you dress really nice, like you adorn yourself in like really nice jewelries, and you always smell really nice. You may be the type of person that makes your own perfumes through oils, or you may mix perfumes and the mixture of it smells really good. Okay. I also got here cooking. So if you like to cook, pile number one, people fall in love with your cooking. Okay, and people can start to have a crush on you. Let's say like you go to like a friend's house or family members and it's like a person there that's not related to you or they don't know you and then they try your food and they're like, who made this? And they're like, pal number one, and then they start to have this crush on you because you're a really good cook, okay? So with this Taurus card, yeah, you're a really good cook. And this just goes what we were talking about, like you smelling good, you dressing good, people find you attractive. Like I feel like I'm hearing you smell edible. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. It's like basically I remember watching this show called The Chai, and one of the characters told somebody, you look good enough to eat, and that's the energy I'm getting with you, found number one. So the certain scents that you have, like certain perfumes or colognes, is like seductive to other people here. Okay, so that's making them have a crush on you. The next card we have is Neptune. So I feel like people dream about you, pal number one, and it could even be exes. I feel like exes still have a crush on you. Okay, exes still have a crush on you and they dream about you or they may fantasize about you. I'm also getting here that you're very compassionate, you care about a lot of people, you like to help people, and this is something that people find attractive about you. They love this energy you have where you care about other people because Neptune is that energy of like no boundaries. So sometimes you may, self-sacrifice in the name of wanting to help other people, but I feel like you know your limits, pal number one. You're never gonna like just do the most, but you know that when it's time to step in and be that humanitarian for people, like you're gonna do that, okay? Like you're gonna hear somebody out. You're gonna show up when somebody's stuck on the side of the road. Like it's that type of energy. Or you could be going through your own thing, but you can still be there for other people, and this can make people have a crush on you, okay? How loving and nurturing you are. Because we have the Cancer card. So you are very nurturing, very loving. Okay. You can see that. Yeah. You're very nurturing and very loving, and this is something that people really enjoy about your personality. The next card that we have is Venus. So you are physically attractive. You have a beautiful body. You may actually work out here, but if not, you just have a very beautiful natural body. Okay. Then we have the sun. So you have a very warm energy. I feel like when you come in a room, your energy just lights up the room. It's like when you come around, people know it's going to be a good day. And look what it says. It says the gaining respect. Didn't I say that you're respected? So yeah, it's like when you come around pound number one, people know it's gonna be good. Like let's say an event was dull or boring, but when you showed up, it's like people have something to talk about, people have something to smile about. It's like you're the life of the party, pound number one, and that's something that people find attractive about you, and it's why they have a crush on you. So the next card we have is taking risks. So you're that type of person that's very brave, pound number one. And this makes people have a crush on you because you're able to go for your dreams and your goals. Like you don't really allow a lot to hold you back. You don't allow doubt, naysayers, and fear to hold you back. Like you take risks. Like pound number one, maybe you're the first person in your family to go to college. Maybe you're the first person in your family to start a podcast, or maybe you're the first person in your family to go viral on social media. Like there's some type of accolade that you had that you wouldn't have had if you didn't take that risk. And like people have crushes on you because they're like, wow, this person like pushed themselves to achieve new heights. I wonder what they could do for me. So I feel like people with that Neptune energy, they fantasize about being your partner because they know that you will motivate them. I think that's another thing about your personality. You're very motivating. Okay. You're like the hype man for people, and you really help like instill positive affirmations into people to keep them going and keep them, in direction and in track, and you keep people on the path they're supposed to be on. Okay, you help like motivate people to follow their dreams and to not give up just because something bad happens in life. So those are the things that make people have a crush on you. You inspire people who have crushes on you to take risks as well. Like maybe they are scared to leave a certain job or scared to leave a certain relationship, but they see you. So I feel like you've taken risks, pound number one, and left relationships that maybe could have been beneficial to you in some way, but you knew that you had to choose yourself. And overall, I think that's what people love about you the most, pound number one, is that you're going to choose yourself. You're going to walk away from anything that's unhealthy and toxic. And this is what makes people have a crush on you. With the remaining cards, we have Raina Biddy endings featuring Masego. So I was talking about how you leave. So people, it's something about you leaving that people actually like, but you don't come back. You're not that back and forth type. And I feel like the people that you've done this to, like, they start to have crushes on you. So let's say like you're talking to somebody new and they ghost you. You're not the kind of person that's gonna like chase them down or text them or blow up their phone like, why haven't you talked to me? You just move on. And this makes them like wonder, like, I wonder what pound number one is doing. They haven't hit me up, they haven't texted me, but it's because you don't chase, you attract. There's a difference. The next card we have is gray eyes. So your eyes could be gray, pound number one, and people like your eyes, but if they're not gray, it's just your eyes are something that people really like, and that's why they have a crush on you. Okay, you could have some really nice tattoos here. People like that. They think it's attractive. They think it's sexy here. Okay, whether you're male, female, or non-binary. And then we have another one of my favorite poems by Raina Biddy called Baptism. So you could also be somebody who listens to like, you may go to poetry slams, and that's something that people find attractive about you. Like they have a crush on you. Like maybe somebody there has a crush on you. Okay, so this could be a clue for some people because we have Raina Biddy twice. Okay, and she's a poet. So with the baptism energy, it's like you're somebody who you take very good care of yourself. I feel like you cleanse your energy. Like you may be somebody who's big on protecting your energy, getting that Florida water, getting that sage, Palo Santo. Like you're very big on, I don't want negative energy around me or within me. And that's something that people have a crush on because they're like, wow, like they really want to be in your life because they want to be in this positive bubble. It's like you're in this positive bubble of energy, power number one, that you've crafted that nobody can pop. It's unique because bubbles pop, but it's something about your bubble that really can't be popped. Okay, and it's metaphorical because spirit is showing me it. It's something. It's like a glass bubble. It's bringing me back to this dream I had where I was like floating in a bubble and it was like bubbles all around the city. So it's like, and the bubble did not pop. So they can't pop your bubble, they can't penetrate your aura. Like, you have a lot of self-control and you know how to regulate your emotions and you have a lot of emotional intelligence, and that's what people find attractive about you, pound number one. That is why people have a crush on you. So if you would like to book a reading, I actually posted a video on my page and it's clear as day how to book a reading. So if you want to book a reading with your girl, you're welcome to do so. Peace. Now we're moving on to pile number two. So pile number two, what makes people have a crush on you? So pile number two, you could be somebody who's short in stature. Okay, you could be somebody who's small, but if not, you have a small body part of some sort. Okay, you're very funny, very hilarious. I feel like you're the type of person that if somebody's crying or if somebody's going through a hard time, you're that person that can make them laugh. But not only that, it's like a laugh where their stomach starts to hurt. You know, those laughs where it's silent and you don't want nobody to know you're laughing, but you can't stop. You incite that kind of laughter and that kind of joy within people, okay? And that's what makes people have a crush on you. You're funny, you know? You may find like certain people laughing at your jokes, and you're like, why are they laughing like that? Like, they're hinting that they have a crush on you, okay? And you're also a great conversationalist here, okay? I feel like people learn to laugh from you. Like, you may put people on to like plant medicine, crystal singing bowls, crystals, life path numbers. Like, you may bring up those certain conversations at like gatherings and you put people on. Like, I definitely resonate with this pal because you may be the type of person that like want to read people's birth charts and analyze people and tell them about themselves. And this is something that people find attractive about you and they end up having a crush on you because they're like, ooh, tell me more. What else do you know? And people love to like have a partner who knows them. So I feel like these people end up wanting to date you because they're like, wow, like you will know me if you dated me. Like that, you know, you make people feel like that. Okay, I'm looking at my channel messages. You have a lot of like intellectual conversations with people, okay? Definitely. And there's something about you being connected to Egypt and like star seeds, okay? You may wear like Egyptian jewelry or things like that, okay? Take what resonates. Let me get the second pile here. Okay. So now with the cards, the first card that we have for you, pile number two, is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you work very hard. I feel like you're somebody that never stops learning. You never stop growing. Like, you never stop perfecting your craft. Like, even though you're really good at something, you still, you get better at it. So if you're playing piano, you get better at it. If you are a writer, you get better at it here, okay? You always are improving, or you love like self-help here. And people love that about you because they see that you're willing to grow, you're willing to change, you're willing to recognize the error in your ways and do better. With the Seven of Wands, people love how you handle like people who come against you. You know, you're not the type of person that's like super reactive to things. Like, you know, you may have your times where you have to put people in their place and you have to tell somebody off, but for the most part, I feel like you know how to ignore people. You know how to let things just roll off because you understand that it has nothing to do with you. And I feel like you're somebody who you have a spiritual mind, you have a spiritual mindset, okay? And these are sevens. We got 7 7 here. So you may be seeing 7 7 or 7 7 7. This may be your life path number or just a number that you feel connected with. But these sevens are pointing me to like spirituality. So you may actually talk about spirituality to people, or you may put people on the path to a spiritual awakening because they met you or they had a conversation and you told them to research something. And ever since they researched that, their life has never been the same. Okay. So I feel like you take people down these spiritual rabbit holes, okay? And I feel like when it comes to people who try to go against your beliefs, like you understand that, okay, we're all entitled to our opinion. It's okay if you don't agree with me, okay? People love how you agree to disagree and you don't fold on your beliefs. Like, you stand 10 toes down for what you believe in, okay? That's something that people really enjoy about you because in life, you're gonna have these battles with people who force you to think how they think and get mad if you don't think how they think. Like, look at this picture, how everybody's fighting to be number one. And it's like you're not really into that. You're like, I have my beliefs and you have yours. So that's what people find, you know, attractive about you. And they end up having a crush on you because they know that you're not going to judge their beliefs. Like, you're very open to conversations about aliens and just things that are out of this world that people don't really talk about. Like, you may even like talking about the afterlife here, pound number two, or like mysteries. Like, there's a lot to you. You're very interesting and very intriguing to people. Pound number two, you're very intriguing. And I feel like when you're around people who are very surface level, they don't understand you. So these are the kind of people that can kind of make fun of you for what you're talking about. But then later on, those same people end up resonating with it. Trust me, I've had this same thing happen to me. Like when I was in high school, like I really started my spiritual journey when I was in 8th grade, when I was 14, and I can make a whole video about this on another day. But long story short, it's like people that made fun of me in high school for being spiritual are the same people who are following me now and subscribe to me now. So it's like that kind of energy with you, pal number two. Like the same people who are who try to or who try to make you feel like what you're saying is weird are the same people who gonna ride the wave years later, or who's gonna find some type of truth and resonate with what you were talking about to begin with, because you planted the seed. That's what people like about you. You plant seeds in them. You help people grow, pound number two, and that's why people have crushes on you. With the Ten of Swords, I feel like you really do kill people with kindness. Like, even if you know somebody's been talking about you, you can still say thank you if they hold the door open for you, or you can hold the door open for them. Like, I feel like you still have manners and you still handle people with grace, even though you may want to. Even though, let me not say that, but even though you might want to slap them, even though you might want to lay some hands, you still choose grace. Okay. You don't really pay evil. You don't repay evil for evil. Pound number two. And that's what people love. Like you understand like these people need love, not more hate. Okay. I feel like you may be very into like Buddhist teachings because for some reason I started thinking of Thich Nhat Hanh, and he had this quote, and I don't know it like verbatim, but I'm just gonna paraphrase. Basically, in the quote, he was saying how when our suffering spills over, it goes onto other people, and sometimes it's like we're bleeding. Basically, we bleed on people who didn't cut us, and you're very understanding of that. So you don't really take a lot of what people have done to you personally, and if you did, I feel like over the years you have healed from that. So people see you on this healing journey, and your aura is becoming brighter, and it's why people have a crush on you. Okay. With this Ten of Swords, you have completed some cycles. And I feel like you've completed cycles with people because you may have had people just constantly picking with you about what you believe in, but you've just learned to accept, like, hey, I believe what I believe, and that's final. Like, there's some people in this world who will go toe to toe with you just because of what you believe. And if you don't believe it, then don't believe it. Like, it's a person I know personally that doesn't believe in astrology. And it's like, if you don't believe in astrology, fine. But don't always try to bash it or put it down when somebody brings it up. If you don't believe in it, okay. There's no need to discuss further. Okay, so I'm picking that up. Your next couple of cards, we have Pisces. So you're very tapped in spiritually, and I feel like you like introducing people to new spiritual topics. Like you may be the type of person that, buys somebody some incense or some sage or Palo Santo and like instruct them on how to use it. Okay. You may gift people like spiritual gifts around the holidays. The next card we have is Aquarius. So you're very different from like your generation. Pile number two, you're very different. You may feel like you come from another universe or another planet, but embrace your differences. Okay. With this water here, I feel like you have a lot of depth to you. Okay, I feel like you have this playful side to you, but you also are very wise and knowledgeable, and it's why people have a crush on you, because it's like there's a duality to you. It's like Gemini and Sagittarius, and you may be those signs here. It's like you have that youthful side of you, that student side of you that likes to learn, but you also have the Sagittarius, the spiritual side of you, the mentoring side of you. Okay. The next card we have here is Gemini. Like I just said, Gemini, great conversationalist. Okay. Even the sound of your voice may be attractive. Maybe you have like a soft voice or maybe a high pitched voice here. Take what resonates. And it's something people find attractive. Please disregard if you hear anything in the hallway because I am closer to my door filming. So please disregard that. The next card we have is Leo. So I feel like you have this childlike energy with Gemini and Leo. I feel like you help people connect with their inner child. I feel like you may like to go to like amusement parks with people. Like you like to actually have fun with people. Okay, like you're the type of person that's like, yes, life is about working and accomplishing, but let's also have fun, okay? I feel like you put people onto like good food, like healthy food. You may be somebody here who eats vegan, or you're thinking about transitioning to a more healthy or plant-based diet here. Also, you might be somebody who's very entertaining. Maybe you are like a maybe you need to be a comedian, pal number two, like because I'm getting that you're very, very funny, very entertaining, or you may like to perform. You could be a performer, like a singer or a dancer here, and it's why people have a crush on you because they've seen how you perform and it's exhilarating and they like it. You could also do ballet here, okay? I'm looking at these channel messages. You help free people's minds with this Pluto. Like you help put an end to outdated beliefs people have stuck to. I feel like you help free people and like you help people get out of stagnation and think differently and think higher. You help people to think outside the box, essentially. Count number two. You help people to change the way they see things, okay? With the last card being here, you have openness. Like I said, you open up people's minds, you change things, you help them release what no longer serves them. I feel like you're also like your smile is beautiful. That's something that's coming through, and people have a crush on you because your smile is beautiful. You also may read a lot of books here, and you may be nerdy. You may be nerdy, and people find that cute, okay? So that's why people have a crush on you because you're very smart and you're always putting them on game, or you're always putting them onto something new, okay? That's what people really like about you. Like they're always learning something new. It's like I think people love to pick your brain, pal number two, because you put people on to different food regimens, different styles, different music. Like, you're a very alternative type of person, and people really benefit from you being different. So even though you feel like the black sheep a lot, pal number two, embrace your difference. Embrace that because people really like it. Okay. They're attracted to it more than you think. All right, so let's get into your final cards. So we have Taylor Parks, I Want You. And in this song, she's saying that she wants multiple people. So, pile number two, you could be a part of the LGBT community where you may be into like polyamory, or you may consider yourself like bisexual, or you like men and women. Take what resonates because this is not for everybody. So please don't feel some type of way if this doesn't apply to you, okay? The next card we have is Honey Kaylani. So this is another indicator of the LGBTQ. Kaylani also goes by they, them pronouns. So you could go by they, them pronouns here. And in this song, they're talking about how they like their women like they like their honey. So some of you could be, again, in the community, but if you're not, it's okay. Also, I feel like people think you're very sweet here. That's why they have a crush on you because honey is real sweet. The next card that we have is Willow Smith Time Machine. So I feel like you, like I said, you have that alternative energy. Maybe you really like the 80s and the 70s and the 90s, and you have that type of clothing. Or you even may like the 2000s too, like the baby fat era, the Paris Hilton era, like things like that. So people find that attractive, like the way that your style is, okay? Also, people may feel like you're not from here. They may feel like you're from another time period. And that's something that, makes people have a crush on you. You're not like anybody they've ever met. And these people could be younger than you, or you could just have this younger energy. Maybe you older than what you are, but you look so young, okay? And that's what makes people have a crush on you. All right, plan number two. If you would like to book a reading, that information is on my page. I actually have a video detailed titled How to Book a Reading, so you can find that on my page. All right, pile number three, last but not least, what is it about you that makes people have a crush on you? So, number one, your stability, your hairstyle. So, you may have real long hair, and your dominant persona. You are marriage material. Okay, so let's get into your cards. So, I was definitely getting like Sierra and Russell, pound number three. So I feel like people want to be a power couple with you, pound number three. Like people feel like you have money, they have money. It's like you're somebody who's building stability. And if you aren't, you're just very stable. Like you have a good credit score. You could be, understanding like how to pay mortgage or how to buy a house. Like you're into those kind of things, going on trips, saving money. Some of you could have master degrees here. Like you don't play that. You don't play that, okay? You definitely have things in order, and you make people have crushes on you because they want it's like especially if you're a man watching this, you can have women who feel like you're going to be able to take care of them. Like they would definitely want you to have a baby with them because they know that they're going to be secure with you, okay? And vice versa. Like if you're a woman, like men know, like if they have a kid with you, like you're going to be a great mother. You're going to take care of the children, okay? Some of the women watching this here, you could be traditional. Maybe you think that, oh, the men should work and I should stay at home. Or maybe you think it's 50-50. Take what resonates, okay? But it's really given like, it's really given like this energy of like a partnership and people knowing that they can be in a partnership. I'm sorry, my mind was buffering. But people feel like they can be in this partnership with you, okay? You make people feel like they can be one with you. Like you make people feel like they could be a unit. Like people want to build a family with you. Pound number three. Let me look at these channel messages too. Okay. And also, you're a good Samaritan. You are a good Samaritan. So, pound number three, people may see you do things for people. Like you may buy somebody's lunch if they don't have enough money, you know, if you're at the store, or give somebody some extra change needed so that they can complete their purchase. Like you are a good Samaritan. You may like to donate to like charities or homeless places. Like, you know, you really give back to communities. Okay. You actually could give back to your community here. And this is what people find attractive about you and they end up having a crush on you. You could also have like a really good job. And if not, you could be your own boss here. You could actually have your own business and somebody else may have their own business and want to collab with you like as a couple. That's why I'm getting like very much like this family unit, okay? Also, you do have a dominant energy, whether you're male, female, or non-binary, and people just naturally want to be submissive to you, okay? They just want to do what you say. You're also a very good leader here, okay? So even if you're not like an entrepreneur where you work, you could be a manager or the boss of something, okay? You're a good leader. So let's look at these cards and see why people have a crush on you in detail. So number one, we have the Ace of Swords. You are a good Samaritan. You live in the truth. You have integrity. Like, you know the quote that says, "Who are you when no one's watching?" Like, you are who you say you are when no one is watching. Pot number three. That's what makes people have a crush on you. And for some of you, this is imagery of something else, okay? I'm not gonna say. The next card that we have is the Emperor. And yeah, you have this very masculine energy, regardless if you're male, female, or non binary. It's like you have this energy where you're dominant, you get things done, you're accomplished, and people feel secure with you because they know they're going to be taken care of. They know they're going to be protected. I'm definitely getting like a Papa Bear type of energy, like somebody who takes care of their family, that provides, okay? With the magician, like you create, you could, that's why I'm getting like you could have your own business, you could create things. Maybe you create jewelry, candles, okay? Maybe you do like clothing, you may design clothing here, okay? Or you do something with your hands, hair, anything like any type of creative endeavor you do with your hands, it's like you make some type of money off of it, okay? And this is what makes people have a crush on you because you have your own. You're not the type of person that's going to be, you know, using somebody else for what they have. Like you have your own. And that's what people like about you. Like, you know, that song, like, it's like Miss Independent by Neo. It's like that. You're independent. And that's what people, you know, find attractive about you. Okay. So let's get into the rest of these cards. So with the next card, we have Mercury. So I feel like people really like talking to you. Like you could be the type of person that gives people good advice. Okay, and somebody's in the hallway being loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is really loud. Okay. Anyways, with the Mercury card, it's weird how as soon as I said people like to talk to you, they got very loud in the hallway. So I feel like people may actually come to you and tell you personal things, or you may have people that just really, you know, treasure like your guidance and the things that you have to say. And I feel like you give people really good advice, and this ends up making people have a crush on you because it turns into you being their therapist to them wanting to date you. You know, you could attract people who just love to talk about their problems sometimes, and it makes you like, eh, because you're all for having those conversations about emotions. Because I feel like you like talking about emotions, but not to the point where it's becoming like a pattern where somebody's emotionally dumping on you, but they're not actually doing anything to make things better for themselves. So I feel like people like to talk to you. People like to tell you personal things here, okay? People like to conceal personal information, like you're trustworthy. You feel trustworthy to people. Pile number 3, and that's something that they find attractive, and that's what makes them have a crush. The next card that we have is the 5th house. Okay, so the 5th house is about creativity. So you may make some type of form of art here. Okay. You could also be somebody who's very romantic, and that's what makes people have a crush on you. So if you're already in a partnership, you could have people crushing on you because of how you are. So maybe you're already married, pile number 3, and it's like people like they wish that it was them instead of your partner because they see how well you take care of your partner. They see how well you take care of each other and how you go together, okay? People can see that. They see how romantic you are, like the dinner dates, the things you plan for your partner's birthday or the holidays here, okay? With the 2nd house here, you do make money. Okay. You have some type of lucrative business or you work somewhere where you get paid very well and you take care of yourself very well. So maybe you drive a nice car, and it doesn't have to be super, super expensive, like a Lamborghini or anything, but it is an expensive car, maybe like a Tesla, or something like that. But it's like you work very hard and you make this money. You get to the bed. But yeah, it's like that's what people like about you, especially if it's like traditional. So like I was saying, like if you're a woman, you may um be traditional and still make your own money here. But you also may like to be taken care of by the man as well, and he has money. Okay. So take what resonates. You can switch the gender to make it fit for you. But that's what I'm getting, okay? That's what I'm getting strongly. Pile number 3, that is why people have a crush on you. They feel like they can be a power couple, like, like Beyonce and Jay-Z with you. The next card that we have is like security. Security. So people just feel like taken care of by you. Like they feel like they're stable. Like you're the type of person that you got cameras around your house. You got the alarm set at night. Like you make sure to make people feel safe. You make people feel safe, pile number 3. You make them feel safe to not only open up to you emotionally, but you just make them feel like if something were ever to happen, like you would protect them. You would protect the lives of those you love, okay? Because I'm very much getting like a very masculine energy from this pile. Okay, so even if you're not a man, you do exude this masculine energy, this provider type of energy. And if you're a woman, like your man feels like you're gonna stand up for him. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like you're gonna be the one that sends back that order when it's not right. You just make people feel so protected. Like the hard things that they have to do, they don't have to do it alone. Okay. I feel like you make people feel like they don't have to do life alone. And that's why they have a crush on you because you're very companion oriented. Like when you work with somebody or when you're dating somebody, like you work with them as a team. You go with them as a team. Like you don't abandon people and leave them by themselves. Like, let's look at the other channel messages and see what else. Oh, we also got like a 10 of cups type of energy, 10 of pentacles. So you definitely very much give those energies off. If you're a man watching this, you could be a gentleman, like you hold the door open, you hold the car door open before you get in yours, you buy the woman flowers. It's something like that going on, like chivalry. Okay, if I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, round number 3. Okay, let's get into these last cards and let's see why people have crushes on you. So these could be people who are the same age as you, okay? They have crushes on you. We have Aaliyah, I care for you. So people just see how you care for people, how you love on people. And in this song, Aaliyah is saying, I'll be there for you. It's like you exude that energy of people knowing you're going to be there for them. We have Libra here. Libra is a masculine energy. You have masculine energy, but you're also somebody who's very balanced. Even though you have that masculine energy, you are balanced with your feminine energy, and that's something that people find attractive, and it's why they have a crush on you. With Willow Smith overthinking it, It's like you help people to stop overthinking, like, you bring a peace, you bring a sense of tranquility, like, you put people's minds at ease and at rest when they talk to you. It's like, if they're nervous about something or they're freaking out about something, it's like when they come to you and they talk about it and they leave, they feel so much better, okay? So that's why people have a crush on you. You help to calm their mind and you help them to sift through you help them to like sift, that's the word, sift through their thoughts so that they can decipher what's real from what's an illusion. Okay. And then lastly, your hair. Long hair, okay? And I think we did have the fifth house. The fifth house is ruled by Leo. So there's an emphasis on your hair here. Okay. That's something that also, people find attractive. So you may have long hair, or it's just something about your hair that's very beautiful and eye catching. Okay. So that was your reading, round number three. Thank you so much for coming. If you would like to book a reading, I do have that video on my channel. It's actually titled How to Book a Reading. But yeah, peace. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.